This is your first look at the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. I just picked this guy up from Samsung. It is January 30th. It wasn't supposed to be delivered till like February 7th, so I'm super stoked. I haven't seen any hands-on videos yet. I've seen a couple of reviewers like MKBHD, like read the specs, and honestly, it doesn't look like they're going to be terribly different from 24 to 25, but we're doing a hands-on today to see if I can tell a difference. And there it is. So first difference we have is I went from the purple, because I couldn't get it in another color when I ordered this one, to this one. I pre-ordered this one as early as possible, and I got it in the titanium black. So you can already tell there is definitely some differences here. Aside from it being the violet model versus the titanium black, both are unlocked, both are 1 terabyte, both are the Ultra. This is the S24, this is the S25. You can already see that we don't have the boxy corners here. And let's see, they say it's thinner. It doesn't look thinner. And it might be millimeters thinner. You know what? Who will tell us? You know who will tell us if it's actually thinner? The unwavering Mitutoyo calipers. All right, so. Okay, I realized that because there was that little screen protector, it can be off by a little bit. So we're gonna try again here. We got our zeroed out Mitutoyo calipers measuring our body. We're at 8.3 millimeters. Let's measure in a couple other places here. 8.3 exactly. That's a little thinner, that's interesting. At 8.27. 1/100th of a millimeter versus 8.6 to 8.82, 8.8. Come down here. 8.66. 8.79, that's interesting. It's as if it's like bulging in the middle here. I wonder if over time the battery does cause it to bulge and we've gone 0.2 of a millimeter thicker here where the battery is. But up at the top, we're right about that 8.6, which is about 0.3 millimeters thicker. But then we want to check the lenses. Let's see if these lenses, the original is at 10.73. Let's do a couple other measurements. 10.70, 74, 10.69, 10.72. So I'm going to say 10.7. And then millimeters, we're at 10.62. So 10.62, 10.64. So this is 10 millimeters. So that kind of makes me think that these are thicker. These lenses stick up thicker. They are a bigger lens. You can definitely tell the difference of the size of like the ring around the lens. But is it actually deeper? We got a difference of 8.3 to 10.6. That's 2.3 millimeters maybe. And then this is 8.6 to 10.7. 2.1 millimeters. So this camera bump is smaller, so the lenses probably stick up the same height overall, I think. Let's see, look at that again, 10.7. We're a 1/10 of a millimeter, 10.6. So they are slightly shorter, slightly thinner, but only by the smallest amount. Back to the regular video. So we got a matte black screen cover here. Look at that. I love like the black on black. Like this is a screen with no fingerprints. Look at yourself. Oh, this is exciting. Oh my gosh, it's got kind of like it's similar to the back of this one where it's a little bit frosted matte glass, but we've got like more of an iPhone frame here. The back edge seems to be more rounded than the front here. If you look real closely, the back edge there, as it curves over to the back of the frame, it's rounded. But you can definitely tell a huge difference in these lenses. But they get a claim, it is thinner. We still have our S Pen here. They have removed some of the functionality like the Bluetooth and whatnot, but this guy isn't even on. This isn't even on. Let's turn it on. I didn't notice any like real noticeable difference in the two S Pens. I know that the Bluetooth is supposedly gone, so you can't like go further away and use it as like a shutter button, I guess. We'll put that to the test in a future video. I got the power! All right, welcome to the new Samsung Galaxy. All right. Got all our terms and conditions. And then we can do an easy setup where we're just going to clone our old phone to the new one here. All right, let's see if they got a SIM card tool in here for us. Here we go. Do we have to go through the whole setup again? Is it really going to do that? Yep. Switch your SIM card first, you guys. And just a heads up, on your current device, you will get, or any of your emails that are connected to your phone here that you're switching over, you will get Google security alerts for everyone. And many other programs will probably do the same thing, Facebook, Instagram. We're going to find out along the way. So you'll just want to go in there and make sure you approve and say, yes, it was me. Go ahead and use this cable it comes with. All right, the transfer has begun. We'll be back whenever this is done. So while it's transferring, it has us here setting up facial recognition. Go ahead and hit continue and hit register. All right, so personally, I prefer it doesn't brighten the screen, and require open eyes is a good idea here. So if you're asleep, somebody can't unlock it on you. And continue. Give Google access to everything, yes. Yes, access to everything. Ooh, do we want to back it up? No, we don't have space on our Google Drive for that. So we're going to say don't back up to Google. Okay. Meet Gemini, your personal AI assistant. I've actually been using Gemini on my current phone for quite a while. It's actually gotten better. It used to be just like a language model where like it couldn't do any of like the assistant tasks. But now we've got our volume button and our power button here. And if you press and hold the side button, it should just be that power button, you can talk to Gemini or use your voice and say, hey Google. Continue. Yep, we're going to use that. Look at all the things it can do. And it wants to set up Bixby, I'll pass. Look at these automatic services from Samsung. You can go in and change those if they become a problem. All right, let's see what's new. You can now do complex tasks, transcribe and summarize calls, which would be very useful. Listen to web page summaries. It's got all these cool features. I actually covered this in the live event. I was able to listen in and watch that while it was happening. All right. Now it's bringing over everything from this phone to here, all of my apps, all of my things like that. Ooh. Yes, I know how to use notifications here. Oh, the notifications bar is different setup here. There's our notifications. Now we're gonna go ahead and let it continue transferring. While this is transferring, let's go ahead and check out some of the accessories I picked up. This is the phone case. It's called the Kind Suitcase. I wanted something similar to what I have. I have a faux leather case, and this is also supposed to be a faux leather. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the texture on that very well. You can see it's kind of like leather, and it's supposed to be black, but it looks kind of blue. Yeah, it's kind of blue. If you look on the website, it's a little blue. It's supposed to be black. It says it's black, but this is like a dark blue. Like a really dark blue. I'm not sure how I feel about this. And reviews online all say that it's also blue, not black. Not cool. Like on the website, the leather looks pretty black, and it says black here, but all of the reviews are saying, it's more of a dark blue. We may have to order a different case one day here. But on the bright side, I didn't have to pay anything for this. This case was free with the purchase of my phone with the Samsung credit they give you when you pre-order it. I also was able to get a killer discount on the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. While I don't need new headphones, they were $10 off of the normal price of $240. Oh, that's expensive. Yeah, $10. I don't think I can turn it down. So we're gonna check these guys out, test them out, see what we think. Oh. There's something in the lid here. I can feel it. And there's our Buds Pro. You got a clear top. This one looks just like the AirPods Pro case. Like this, if that's not trying to be Apple, I don't know what you're talking about, because that is an AirPod Pro right there. Like, look at that. Come on. Come on. All right, we're not going to set these up right now. We're going to close those up, put it away for a minute, let these guys keep setting up because we're going to connect it to our new phone here. I got to be honest, I've grown to really like my Samsung Galaxy Buds FE. These are the, I don't know, older style ones with the little wings there. I really like these guys. The cases are marginally the same overall. So this one is thicker this way, you can see, but it's wider this way. Top to bottom, they're about the same height, and they open quite differently. The buds are very different in shape and size, so we'll dig into that later, probably on another video. But I just wanted to show you some of the cool things you can get for a steal of a deal when you buy your Samsung your Galaxy S25 Ultra right now. They've got some really good deals going on. Alright, so I've had this for all of probably 4 or 5 hours now, and this is literally just the first look, first impressions, my first thoughts, just interacting with it, setting it up for the first time, switching from the S24 Ultra to the S25 Ultra. They are very similar. The biggest differences you'll notice is the pointy corners on the old ones and the rounded corners on the new one. My case emphasizes the bezels on the lenses, but honestly, I wouldn't say it's terribly different. I can't tell a lot of difference in the thickness. Cases will also throw that off, so I don't know why it even matters when it's only, what did we say it was, 0.3 millimeters difference? 0.3. Like, all right, that matters. However, there are some things that I'm like, what? I kind of joked about the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro being like wannabe AirPods, but I worry that Samsung is trying to be Apple now, because on here, to access your settings, you swipe down from here, but to get to your notifications, if you want to see your notifications, you have to swipe down from this other side, which is eerily similar to Apple. That's exactly how iPhones do it. Whereas my S24 Ultra here, if I want to see my notifications, I just swipe down. And it gives me my settings across the top and my notifications below that. I like that. I like it a lot. I do not like how my iPhone does it. It drives me a little batty. And now this one does it. I'm going to give it a try for a week or two, and then we'll give you an overall review. Hopefully by then we will have heard from people like Jerry Rig Everything to see if the glass is actually harder. They claim it is a harder glass, even though this one was kind of a big deal because they didn't really advertise it very well, but this one is harder than most like Gorilla Glass phone screens. It's scratched at a level 7 with a deeper groove at level 8, where the standard was scratching with the Mole's Pix at a level 6 and then a deeper groove at level 7. This one didn't even get scratched at a level 6, so it made it so that I didn't even worry about, a year of hard use in my pocket, working everywhere I've been, and I don't have any scratches on this thing. You got some oils from my skin, but this thing is practically spotless. Look at that. We'll see if the S25 Ultra is just as strong. One other thing that this does offer that the previous one doesn't offer is a bigger vapor chamber for cooling. So you may notice that the back is warmer all the way across it because the cooling vapor chamber is actually bigger. So it's actually expelling more of that heat to keep it cooler, to be able to run more efficiently and be able to run longer, things like that. So they also claim it runs like an hour long on the same amount of battery. They're both 5,000 milliamp hour batteries. This one claims to last 1 hour longer than the 30 hours this claims. This one claims 31. You can also shoot 10-bit log video with this guy. They both have a wide-angle lens, but the new one has a 50 megapixel rather than the 12 megapixel wide-angle lens. The new one is 15 grams lighter. While they are almost the exact same footprint, if not the exact same footprint, because of the reduced bezels around the edges, it now claims a 6.9 inch display versus the 6.8 inch display. So it is just ever so much bigger, while not even actually having to be bigger. And I think the last note I have that I wanted to bring up is that they do claim to have the same processor. They both say that they are the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. However, this one runs the 8 Elite Gen 3, and this one I'm assuming is like a Gen 4 or whatever, but it's a 3 nanometer processor, which apparently is smaller, but more efficient and blah, 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 better. I don't know if we'll actually see a difference, but hopefully we do, especially with that bigger vapor chamber. It's able to hopefully wick away all of that excess heat from all that extra processing in such a small package. We'll put it to the test and find out how it does, what I think, and we'll get back to you guys in a couple of weeks with that review video. But that is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Let me know what you guys want to know in the future videos. I am going to try and figure out if I can turn off that swipe from the left and the right thing from the top. See if we can get it back to like the old version. I liked that better. So I'm going to see if I can do that. I'll do a little separate short for that one if I can. And that's it. If you want to see more stuff like this, if you have questions about this device or anything else, leave those in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share this with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video.